in straight sets, which brings us to the second game of our double dip on a Sunday. Magtatagpo ang dalawa sa pinakamainit na kupunan dito sa inyong PVL Open Conference. We're talking about two teams that are sporting red and white today. The PetroGazz Angels, armed with a 3-game winning streak, kontra Motolite na may tangan-tangan naman na may 4-game winning streak. Matinding laban, importanteng laban. Yan po ay mapapanood ng live dito po sa SNA at sa Liga. Pati na rin on high definition on SNA HD and on Liga HD. And of course, you can watch us on all our online platforms on sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL, PremierVolleyballLeague.com, and iWant. For ABS-CBN Sports, ako po si Boom Gonzalez, kasama si Coach Ronnie Magsanok at ang ating panel at large na si Ai Tinsay. Handa na kami. Sana kayo rin. Tara na, simulan na natin ang ating PVL 2019.
Good evening, PVL fans. Day 13 na po ng ating PVL Open Conference. And later on, both of our teams will be striving to get a back-to-back win after the PetroGazz Angels dominated their 5-setter against the Chocomucho Flying Titans with their defense smothering their foes in the 5th set. And also for Team Motolite, who won against the Pacific Town Army Lady Troopers, who leaned on their big 3 dominating sets and also a 5-setter. Boom and Coach Ronnie, who do you think has the energy to dominate today's match and talagang mapalapit sa ating round 2 next week?
I don't think anybody can match your energy today, Ai. But yes, it's a good question, Coach Ronnie. Maganda itong laban na to. Dahil pag nakikita natin ang ating team standings, makikita mo kung gaano importante. And sabi nga ni Ai, may momentum itong two teams na to.
Tama yan. 3 linggong walang pagkatalo para sa team ng Motolite. Dahil walang linggo naman na puro panalo para sa team, of course, ng PetroGazz Angels. Two of the hottest teams right now in the competition. At silipin natin kung saan sila nakalagay sa ngayon. Alam naman natin na merong 8 laro kada round ang ating mga siyam na mga teams. And only the top 4 teams will eventually make it to the semifinals. And right now, this is exactly where these two teams are when we talk about the positioning that they are in. And a win here today by either of these two squads will push them to a 5-win total. And remember, we are at the tail end of the first round.
Yes.
Lamang sila ng isang laro kontra sa Pacific Town. 2 games up laban sa Chocomucho. You want to gain as much separation as possible doon sa mga naghahabol, sa mga teams na tinalo nyo. Gusto mong mamahunan, patungo sa second round. Gusto mong magtapos sa unang round ng mas malakas para mas may buwelo pagdating sa ating pangalawang round.
And these are two teams that are finding consistency finally after struggling dun sa pagsisimula ng ating Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Two hot teams with two teams also ay na maraming fan favorites. Napakadami dito mga manlalaro na gustong-gusto ng ating mga manonood at mga kapamilya. Sino ba mga nakikita mo on Twitter sa mga na-obserbahan mo in the past weeks na nagiging popular dito?
Yes, Boom and Coach Ronnie, kita naman natin na talaga nagte-trending ang ating games sa Twitter. #ShenCruz4President, #PlayLikeMyla. Kaya ngayon, guys, ano ba kayo? #Team Motolite ba kayo? Or #Team PetroGazz? Kaya naman tweet us at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitin ang hashtag na PVL 2019 for your comments and insights on the match. You may also check out our exclusive photos and videos via our Instagram at ABS-CBN Sports. Make sure you keep up to date about all things on the Premier Volleyball League by following the country's #1 sports website, sports.abs-cbn.com, and syempre ang aming Facebook. Like, share, and follow yun na kasi 987,585 na tayo.
pwede rin yung hashtag #AskCoachRonnie. Pwede rin yun.
Pwede yun, pwede yun.
Pwede rin yun.
Okay.
Pwede. Okay, sasagot naman si Coach Ronnie. Samantala, si Ai Tinsay ay lilibot dito sa Philoil Flying V Center. Makikibalita tayo sa kanya maya-maya po lamang. Kami naman ni Coach Ronnie may kakausapin the two very important bench players from both PetroGazz and Motolite when we come back here on SNA. Pabalik po tayo dito sa loob ng Philoil Flying V Center. Ilang minuto na lang magsisimula na ang labanan ng dalawang mainit na koponan, ang Motolite kontra PetroGazz Angels. Boom Gonzalez po kasama si Coach Ronnie. Coach Ronnie, himayin muna natin yung game ng Motolite. The last time out, that was their 4th straight win. And it was a big one and was coming from a 5-setter too.
Tama ka dyan, teammate. Ito ang pinakamalaking panalo para sa prangkisa ng Motolite dating back to their performance doon sa nakalipas na reinforced conference. First time na tinalo nila ang Pacific Town Army Lady Troopers at hindi naging madali. Alam naman natin kung gaano katindi mga veteran players ni Coach Kung Foreyes. But Motolite had the upper hand early on. Nanalo sa unang set, nakatabla sa pangalawang set. Ang Lady Troopers nakabuelo muli sa 3rd set ang Motolite bago talagang itinulak para sa 5th set ng Pacific Town. But in the end, nanaig of course ang team na Motolite sa pamanguna nitong sila Myla Pablo, Isa Molde, and Tots Carlos. Pero hindi matatawaran na si Fen M. Nas, napakalaki din ang inambag. And she was able to help out Iris Tolenada set the table para dito sa Motolite. And of course, Ayiganaban and Jesma Ramos played critical roles para sa Motolite in that 4th straight win para sa kanilang team.
Perfect segue, Coach Ronnie, dahil nahatak natin si Jesma Ramos here with us here on the panel. Thank you very much for your time, Jesma. Unang-una, congratulations. 4-game winning streak. You guys must feel good. What is the secret now na there's a little more, well not a little, a lot more consistency as compared dun sa first 2 games?
Well, siguro kasi meron kaming game plan and yung sinusunod na namin kung ano yung nasa game plan, we executed it and siguro like we listen to our coaches.
Sunod-sunod na panalo, 3 linggong walang pagkatalo. So what keeps you going, what keeps you hungry, and what motivates you to face a very tough team na makakaharap nyo ngayon?
Hindi pa kasi namin napapakita kung ano yung meron kami siguro. And we, lahat naman siguro hungry to win games. And yun na lang, yung determination and yung kagustuhan na manalo. Yun na lang. Mapakapakita namin kung ano talaga yung kaya namin gawin this season.
At kung manalo kayo ngayon, mabigat ito because it is the reinforced conference champions that you're facing tonight. So good luck, Jesma, and thank you very much for joining us today. Jesma Ramos will play a key role from Motolite. You mentioned the output of Jesma Ramos. You mentioned the team. It's not only her, di ba? Ang daming nag-contribute dito sa Motolite, and I think that's what's working also for them.
Right. Yung collective balance, napaka-importante. Myla Pablo had a total of 23 points. Isa Molde exploded for 19. Tots Carlos had a triple-double performance. Kailangan ng mga kasadong kamador. Pero hindi makakaila. Yung mga role players, napaka-importante. Dahil hindi lang naman 2 o 3 ang makakapagpanalo. And Jesma Ramos and Ayiganaban supplied that much-needed help. And they were able to produce 15 points combined. For the season, ito ang highest total production, Jesma Ramos. Meron din siyang 2 aces sa panalong yan kontra sa team ng Lady Troopers. While for Ayiganaban, 4 points a game, total of 16 in 4 matches. Also accounted for nearly double her scoring average. And as a result, ang Motolite kahit nasubok, kahit napahirapan ng Lady Troopers, eventually nanaig at nakuha ang kanilang pang-apat na panalo para ngayon makapwesto sa pangatlo sa ating leaderboard.
Apat na sunod na panalo. So 3 players in double figures, 2 very good bench players. Sa PetroGazz Angels naman, 5 scoring in double figures in their last game, and we'll talk about that, and we'll talk to one of their bench players today when we come back dito sa ating coverage of PetroGazz versus Motolite PVL Open Conference on SNA. Kayo po ay nakatutok dito sa SNA para sa pagpapatuloy na coverage, exclusive coverage ng ABS-CBN Sports ng inyong PVL Open Conference. Pag-usapan naman natin ang PetroGazz Angels na katulad ng Motolite, Coach Ronnie, came from a very tough 5-set win.
Totoo yan. They lost 2 of their first 3 matches and they have won 3 consecutive outings. At yung huli nga ay yung napakahaba na inabot ang higit 2 oras laban sa team ng Chocomucho 5-setter marathon thriller. Pero dito lumabas ang husay, dito lumabas ang determinasyon, at dito napamalas ang pagkakaisa ng PetroGazz Angels. A total of 5 players scoring double figures for them. Of course, malaking tulong yung pagtitimon itong si Janelle Cheng para sa PetroGazz, who had 76 points sa scoring skills versus 59 points naman para sa Chocomucho ni Coach Oliver Almadro. All things were equal until the 5th and final set, na kung saan umarangkada ng gusto ang PetroGazz Angels, and they never looked back, winning the 5th and final set by 12 points, and eventually also had to rely on players na hindi starters pero malaki rin ang inambag at malaki ang dahilan kung bakit ang kanilang team ay meron ng 3 sunod na panalo.
Starters but stars in this team. 5 players in double figures. Isa dyan ay si Kai Balwalwa na kasama natin dito sa panel. Kai, 3-game winning streak. There's more confidence, more chemistry dito lately para sa PetroGazz Angels. Bakit? Anong dahilan sa nagmumula ito?
Siguro sinisimula namin sa training. Bonding sa training. And yung kasi sa training ang ginagawa namin, hindi lang basta push ng training. Nag-aano din kami enjoy. Sobrang enjoy namin sa training namin.
Talo sa 2 sa unang 3 laban pero 3 sunod na panalo. What changed for you? And what was the turnaround para sa kabuuan ng PetroGazz?
Parang nagising kagad kami. Kasi yung first game namin dito sa conference, galing pa kami sa pahinga. So parang hindi naman siguro parang naninibago pa yung katawan namin. Pero in fairness naman, malalakas din talaga yung naging 2 games namin.
Yes. Kala nga ng iba, may konting hangover from the championship dahil masaya yun. First championship nga naman. Pero we're happy to see you winning and we're happy to see you contributing at matindi yung laban ngayon versus Motolite. So good luck, Kai. Salamat sa iyong oras. Kai Balwalwa, as we said, one of 5 players in double figures. All of them needed in that tough matchup the last time out against Chocomucho, who unfortunately is skidding naman dito sa ating PVL Open Conference, struggling. Pero ganun talaga sila, di ba? There's no mercy, walang awa. Kailangan mo manalo. And PetroGazz,
Pwede naman magkakaibigan sa labas, pero sa loob, magkakalaban.
Diniinan sila sa 5th set.
Totoo yan. There are peaks and valleys throughout the rest of the conference, and you just have to make sure that you're on an even keel para pag bumaba, kayang tumaas. Pag tumaas, kaya pang mas umangat. At si Kai Balwalwa umangat ng gusto, ang ipinamalas 16 points in 4 games ang kanyang output. Pero sa pang-5 laro nila, pumalo sa 11 points. 27 points in 5 games for the former Lady Bulldog. Yes, she comes off the bench. And yes, she can also put in all-important points for Coach Arnold Lanyog. And she proved that she is an efficient talent tandaan natin, multiple champion na rin ito sa PBL at pinapamalas niya starter, off the bench, walang problema, basta makatulong at sila ay manalo.
Kaya napakaganda na matchup natin, Coach Ronnie, because both the starters of these two teams and the bench players of these two teams match up very, very well. And you've got the front seat sa ating labanan between Motolite and PetroGazz. Samahan niyo po kami, not only on TV or online, please, even on Twitter. Sabi nga ni IE kanina, samahan niyo kami on Twitter at ABS-CBN Sports pa rin ang ating Twitter handle. Hindi po nagbabago, hashtag natin PVL 2019. And of course, our online platforms, sports.abs-cbn.com/livestream/PVL, premiervolleyballleague.com, and on iWant. No excuses not to join us for this all-important game between PetroGazz and Motolite with DJ Louie with us inside the Philoil Flying V Center.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Erlindo Eusebio. Second referee, Mr. Philip Nunez. Let's call on our starting lineup from our PetroGazz Angels. At number 1, Cherry Rose Nunag. Wearing jersey number 2, Janelle Welch Cheng. At number 4, Stephanie Mercado. Number 6, Jeanette Panaga. Number 16, Jonah Sabete. And number 19, Jovelyn Grace Prado. Liberos are number 10, Rica Jane Enclona. And number 18, CN Cruz. Head coach, Mr. Arnold Lanyo. Presenting our Motolite volleyball team. Team captain is number 1, Iris Janelle Tolenada. At number 3, Maristela Jen Lyon. Wearing jersey number 8, Myla Pablo. At number 10, Maria Lina Isabel Molder. Number 18, Diana May Carlos. And number 19, Aisha Lane Ganaban. Liberos are number 12, Maria Ariel Estraniero. And number 14, Tony Rose Ponce. Head coach, Mr. Godfrey Okumu. This is match number 30, preliminary round. May the best team win.
Maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok muli sa ating live coverage. Live po tayo dito sa Philoil Flying V Center. It is a game between PetroGazz Angels kontra Motolite, live on SNA and on Liga. And of course, in our high-definition panels. We're looking at the starting 6 ng, huwag po kayo malito, pareho po kasing pula at puti ang kulay nito. Parehong mainit na kupunan. Isang 3-game winning streak, isang 4-game winning streak. Pero mauna na at sabihin ko muna na, Coach Ronnie, I have missed you. It's been a while. Matagal tayo hindi nagkasama regardless of whether it's UA or or NBA or ito, ngayon lang ulit. So,
Parang-
good to see you, Coach, partner.
Parang huli tayo nagkasama mga 5 months ago.
NBA pa.
Oo,
Tama?
maputi pa tayo. Bakit ka na nareact? Bakit
Okay, sige, I believe you.
Yeah.
I will trust you. Estraniero will send it to Carlos who scored our first point and our first 2 points. Sabi nga ni Coach Ronnie kanina, triple-double nung huling laban sa kanila with 14 points, 17 receptions,
Right.
and 10 digs.
Ito yan. She's been one of the hardest workers para dito sa Motolite and a huge part as to why the resurgence of this team is very evident.
2-1. Ito, matindi rin ang linalaro ni Jovelyn Prado the last week. Ito,
Lumabas na.
oh, and the all-around game. Yun ang kailangan niya talaga kay Jovi. At lumalabas na. At para naman kay Tots Carlos, lumalabas na yung kumpiyansa, yung sa atake, and the chemistry of this Motolite team. One of 3 players who scored in double figures
Tama.
in that last game.
A large part of this success run para sa Motolite, of course, is also on the shoulders of Iris Tolenada, who after struggling sa una nilang laban,
Correct.
with very few excellent sets, suddenly has turned things around for Coach Godi Okumu and the rest of Team Motolite.
And that's probably his familiarity lang with
Tama yan.
teammates.
Saka oras.
Oo.
Yung mas komportable kayo sa isa't isa.
Ito, balikan natin ang ating panel at large with her first report. Always entertaining. Ai Tinsay, what do you have for us?
Boom and Coach Ronnie, nakausap ko rin si Kai Balwalawa ng PetroGazz Angels at sinabi niyo nga na kahit bench siya, talagang nag-double digit siya, talagang pinakita ang pinakamagandang laro na pwede niya ibigay. And she said gana talagang with every Angel, everyone has a capability to score very, very great points. Sabi niya na bilang second six daw, mahirap na talaga. Kailangan bigla mag-perform ka right away kapag tinatawag ka ni Coach Arnold. Sabi niya for the past few games, masaya si Kai na naging consistent ang paglaro niya. Talagang magaan na talaga kasi ang pakiramdam sa court, lalo na't matagal na magkakasama ang Angels. Yes, individual skill is important, but truly team effort nga ang susi para manaig sa confidence na ito. And not only utilizing your starters, but the rest of the team as well. Kaya bumalik na tayo sa mainit na labanan. Back to you, Boom and Coach Ronnie.
Tama. At kumapit ka dyan, Ai, dahil dahil kami, ina-expect namin na matindi itong palitan nitong Motolite.
Sintindi ng ulan sa labas.
Mukha, narinig ko nga.
Matindi.
Matindi rin itong serve ni Tots Carlos who's back with a jump serve.
Luna,
And Jenny
into the
Luna
block.
able to score their
3,
third point
serving
for
5.
the reinforced conference champions.
Walang duda na si Pangs Panaga at Cherry Nunag ang alas sa gitna para sa PetroGazz. Samantalang ang mga wing spikers na sila Tots
Jonathan
Carlos,
Bennett.
Lisa Bald, and of course Myla Pablo ang pamato ni Iris Tolenada para sa Motolite. Ooh,
Miscommunication between
Hard to
Tonelada
reach.
and
Ganap.
Ai Ganapan.
yung point of attack na yan ginamit ng paulit-ulit ni Tolenada laban sa Lady Troopers. And maski crucial points, binuntahan niya si Ganaban who delivered time and again dun sa pang-apat na sunod na panalo ng Motolite.
It's the chemistry, it's the confidence, and there's a flow now to the offense of Motolite. And even on defense, it's working as they reject
Mercado, turn back.
PetroGazz at the net. 6-4 ang
Serving
ating
full.
talaan. Para naman sa PetroGazz, yung simula nila parang hindi naman sa hangover. Siyempre, biniro natin kanina si Kai at natawa naman siya. Pero it's also because they were adjusting, losing 2 big scoring imports, Coach Ronnie.
The 2 biggest reasons why they beat Creamline sa
Correct.
finals ng Reinforced Conference. And of course, yung mga dating hindi naglalaro ng mahaba, ngayon, napakahaba.
Katulad
Una,
nila Prado,
quick
na
attack.
alam naman natin, sanay na
5,
dito sa
6.
PBL.
Tama. Si Paneng, na hindi
Paneng
masyadong
Mercado,
nagamit.
correct.
Pero mga malalaro na maski ron, batak na batak, katulad ni Janelle Cheng, Cherry Nunag,
Yes.
even Pangs Panaga was
Right.
action in that
Mercado.
conference wherein there were giants or behemoths.
Sabete also came off the bench.
Yun,
diba, in the
nakatulong
reinforced.
din.
So
oo.
ngayon na hindi na sila bench players, sila na yung main guns.
Oo, mas mahaba yung floor time nila.
Oh, so parang nagkakaroon na sila ng chemistry talaga.
Cheng
In the
with a
meantime,
well-placed shot.
Wiley and
We're
smart
tied at 6.
Janelle Cheng finding the opening dun sa likod. Kaya tabla na. Down by 3. But now, tied at 6. It is a 4-1 run para kay Paneng Mercado and the rest of the PetroGazz Angels.
Solid
Is
yun.
received. Chance ball. Oh!
Ball is out.
Wide yung binigay ni Myla Pablo na
PetroGazz
chance
up
ball.
by
So
1.
lumamang na dito ang PetroGazz Angels after being down by 3.
Todd Scarlett was one of the best receivers. Itong si Kaloy dun sa panalo nilang huli. 10 of 28.
Mercado.
Excellent receptions. Now the shoe is on the other foot. Lamang na rito ang PetroGazz.
Iris to Myla. And it's also still an ongoing play. Myla will try again. Paneng was there. Cheng sa gitna kay Nunag. Pablo na naman, umatake.
Pablo into the block.
And we are tied here.
Tied at 7.
Ganda ng palitan, ang ganda ng mga counter-attack. It is also no wonder, Coach Ronnie, that they're doing very well because Myla Pablo is also healthy.
Oo, totoo
And
yan.
alam naman natin as volleyball fans, tayo, Coach Ronnie, and millions out there watching, it's just great to see her play volleyball
Correct.
again.
And get her peak performance back.
Mercado goes wide.
Dahilan kung bakit hindi rin sila nakapasok sa semifinals o nakalipas sa conference ay yun nga, may iniinda si Myla Pablo. Technical timeout ng mga Motolite ng isa kontra sa PetroGazz Angels.
First technical timeout. 8.
As expected, dikit ang ating simula dito sa ating first set between Motolite and PetroGazz Angels. Lumamang ng tatlo ang Motolite early in the match, 5-2. Binawian ng PetroGazz, lumamang ng 7-6. Bumawi kaagad ang Motolite, lamang naman ng 8-7. And this is what we kind of expect throughout this match, Coach Ronnie.
Epic would be a nail-biter. Itong unang paghaharap ng Motolite at PetroGazz. Hindi pa nanalo ang Motolite kontra sa PetroGazz dating back to the reinforced conference. Pero tandaan natin kung meron silang nagawa versus the Lady Troopers, yun ay ang talunin ng Pacific Town Army for the first time this year. Referring of course sa team ng Motolite.
Serving for Motolite, number 8, 19.
And it was an unfortunate reinforced conference for Motolite. Star-studded, but they only had 4 players with a month to go for preparations for that reinforced conference. Problems with imports, injuries to key players.
Pablo.
So really, they started off with the wrong foot talaga. So, and then 2 straight losses sa simula dito ng open conference. Parang, oh my, talagang ito na naman tayo. Pero ito, nakabawi na. That's all behind them now,
Yes,
Coach Ron.
and they're showing that they have moved forward and that they're confident to finish the year on a positive note. Pero tandaan natin ang mga challenges along the road. Andiyan ang clean line, andiyan ang Bank of Perla Spikers, at yung kanilang katunggali ngayon, ang PetroGazz Angels na masasabi nating mga pader in terms of just figuring for the 4 top spots to make it to the semis.
Of course, all behind Creamline, who is 8-0 sa ating open conference. Myla attacking again. Back spasms for so many years, back injuries. So, pero did not play for 7 games in the reinforced conference. Came back towards the end. Para lang, she did not practice for 3 weeks.
Tapos naglaro, no? One of the top hitters in the competition at number 6 at 34% spiker itong si Myla Pablo.
Good reaction there by Molde, pero scramble play. 9-10. Need is 1.
These 2 teams are the top 2 blocking teams so far up to this point of the first round.
Janelle Cheng serving.
Molde receiving. Estranero hinabol. Tots from the open side.
Lakas.
Malakas din yung pagkatig ni Iris. Pablo deny that manet. Tabla tayo muli. 10-all.
Second best blocker in the competition, Panaga. Perfect timing on Myla Pablo. Offensive block courtesy of the former Lady Blazers na naging kampiyon din sa NCAA.
2016.
Oo.
Ayo,
Nanalo kahapon, by the way.
Tama.
Straight
11,
sets of the
10.
CSB over
Sa Collegiate Conference.
Collegiate Conference over Arellano.
Kanina ba tinalo ng Adamson ng Ateneo?
4 sets natalo ang Ateneo. So ngayon may talo ng isa ang Ateneo. Ang Adamson will be 4-0 sa Collegiate Conference ng ating PVL.
Samantalang si
Alaga with a shoot set.
Jay Morado at Eliza Valdez ay tumungo sa Bangkok para sa kanilang preparasyon for the Southeast Asian Games.
Kaya nagbangko muna ng laro. Kaya sila lamang
For PetroGazz.
ngayon at 8-0. And it would be interesting how they will perform, obviously, without their top 2 players. In the meantime, Sabete, another
Bete,
player
down the
who
line.
came off the bench in the reinforced
Well,
conference very
11.
sparingly, pero every now and then sinisingit ni Coach Lanyog. Pero as the open conference arrived, the starting 6, not only a spark from the bench anymore, but a regular contributor para sa PetroGazz Angels. Pati na rin yung nag-serve ang veteranong si Ravi Prado. Regalo!
Carlos on
At
the
pinatungan.
regalo. We're tied at 12.
Kaloy Carlos has been one of the top scorers for the Fighting Maroons since she went on board. At tandaan natin, naglaro din para sa Perla Spikers. Kamador din, go-to player din.
Yun talaga yun.
Oo.
Yun talaga yung word eh. Perfect description, Coach Ron.
Kaya hindi ka magtataka na talagang kayang pumuntos ng sunod-sunod at pwede mong puntahan pag kinakailangan.
At hindi siya tentative dito ah.
Buong-buo yung loob.
Oo. Nakikita mo, in other teams, medyo nahiya pa siya eh.
Nagde-defer pa.
Oh, yun. That's a perfect word. As Paneng, tinuro pa.
Mercado down
Before
the
the
line.
names,
13.
Majoy
12.
Baron and Don Macandili and even the new Lady Heroes for the Archers
Sila Aragala,
Oo.
bago pa sila.
was in
Diyan
the
na yan.
landscape. Paneng Mercado was one of the stars of Coach Ramil De Jesus.
Former captain,
Right.
champion in DLSU. As Molde goes for the
Molde
cross court.
with a
Not the
cross-court
strongest, but well placed.
We're tied at 13.
Para kay Isa Molde, who had 19 points in the previous game. 18 of the 19 were on attacks. Para kay Isa Molde.
She received the most touches from their two playmakers, 18 of 60 versus Myla Pablo's 23 of 59. Once upon a time, AP's Rookie of the Year during that year that UP made it to the Final Four.
I'm so happy to see
Sabete, corner
Tots
pocket.
Carlos bring back that
14,
jump serve
13.
as Jonas Sabete goes down the line. Eto na. Ang mga
Substitution,
shock
PetroGazz.
troopers ni
Yeah.
Coach Lenyog, Kai Balwalwa, Chisay.
Of course, I'm one of the happiest when Chisay resurrected her career, of course.
Another former star.
Right.
An incredible setter.
And a nice story of likewise,
Obviously.
in her comeback to active duty.
Iris bumps it to Molde. Molde able to score.
Molde,
Kahit
off the hand
na
of Bruno.
underhand set para kay Iris Tolenada.
Good recognition coming from Isa Molde, recognizing that Kai Balwalwa was still cold. Attacking Balwalwa's defense, trying to count at 14. At makailan na ito na tabla na ating nakita sa unang set pa lamang.
Underhand. Paneng will go for the long ball. Iris goes for the 1-2. And I like her version of a 1-2 because it's attacking, it's sharp,
14.
it's not a tip, it's
Hindi dump,
power
eh, no?
tip.
Oo.
Oh.
Look at the flick of the wrist.
Yep.
That's a slam dunk for Iris Tolenada from San Francisco all the way to Manila. 1.8 Team Motolite.
And I'm a big fan also of the fact that she is a talker on the court like some of the best setters that we have. They have very different styles. I know the best setters that we have, Janelle, Gia, isama mo na yung mga sila Jem, Ferrer, of course.
Tahimik lang talaga, no?
So,
Ito,
Ito,
vocal, no?
kasi, you know, that's what she's used to in the US. Just like one of their coaches na si